Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. After all the leaks and the long wait of almost 6 days, episode 62 is finally here, and it's quite the big episode. Even though this episode isn't as big as episodes like 57 or 60, it's the start of a new era for the SKIBIDI toilets. And I'll talk about all the small details and theories while analyzing this amazing episode. We'll go over everything about the new army the scientist SKIBIDI toilet and G-Man SKIBIDI toilet has gathered, and what the Alliance can do after this point, because in this episode they were caught really off guard. Also, did you catch where the secret agent was? If you don't want to miss any of the secrets and Easter eggs that were in episode 62, make sure to watch until the end of the video, because there were some huge stuff in this episode. You can like and subscribe if you are enjoying the analysis videos. We are really close to 300,000 subscribers thanks to all of your support, and I believe we can even hit 1 million subscribers if the community keeps on growing like this. Anyways, let's not waste any more time and start analyzing episode 62. The episode starts off with the leak we got on Dafook's Discord. We see 2 engineer cameramen fixing up and trying to revive a dead or hurt cameraman on the ground. I thought that the tools they had seemed different in the video I made about the leaks, but it seems like they are just the simple engineer tools, but they just got upgraded because I really do not remember these tools on their hands having blue and red glows, unless they always had it and we just didn't see it. After the engineer cameramen fix the normal cameraman by putting their tools in a sussy part of the body with a weird motion, the cameraman wakes up shocked, most likely because of his revival. Sadly, the efforts of these engineer cameramen will be for nothing later in the episode, but I'll get to that later in the video. Engineer cameramen seem to act so similarly to the point that they do the same emotes at the exact same time. And if I'm honest, it's a little creepy. Just watch them. The way they move is so monotone and robotic and synced, it creeps you out. And they just stare emotionless. Even though the cameraman in the middle is healed by these two, he probably is weirded out by the stares as well, and it seems like he has been knocked out for a while or was dispatched here a long time ago because he does not have a stun gun. We all know at this point that almost all the new cameraman dispatches carry a stun gun, and when we usually see someone without one, it's a cameraman that's been dispatched before episode 50. This place looks like it's been under the control of SKIBIDI toilets for a while now because of all of the destruction everywhere. And this is not a mistake. It's been deliberately made by Dafook this way because I found the map on the Steam Workshop by checking the maps, and this map is called the Desert Conflict. If we open the map in Gary's mod and fly around the same place where the episode was recorded in, we can clearly see that there is no destruction at all, and it's all perfectly fine. This shows that this place was made to look like it's been trashed by the SKIBIDI toilets, and also shows how much effort Dafook Boom puts into these videos, thinking about every single detail there is. No one should ever underestimate the effort he puts into these videos. Anyways, there is also a cameraman in the building patrolling the place, probably looking for other SKIBIDI toilets, because a few moments later in the video, we'll see a SKIBIDI toilet that will come out from the building. But before that, do you see the cameraman drinking his soda chilling on top of a SKIBIDI toilet on the right? Bro thinks this is some vacation, but this much comfort will lead to their demise. They just don't know it yet. Right when the cameraman on the back is patrolling, we hear a weird sound. See a weird yellow particle, most likely almost killing the cameraman that's patrolling the place, and the camera zooms to the upper floor while we hear the SKIBIDI sounds from a SKIBIDI toilet. But we first see a large cameraman walking up to the window who decides to throw the SKIBIDI toilet away to another large cameraman leading them to play ball with the SKIBIDI toilet, which is so goofy. The large cameraman also throws the SKIBIDI toilet to a large speakerman, but he doesn't continue playing and he uses his speakers as a cannon and shoots the SKIBIDI toilet to the wall. This leads to a weird interaction between the large cameraman and the speakerman, because the large cameraman moves his arms in a way that says, "Why did you do that for bro?" And the way large speakerman moves his arms says, "I don't know, just because." This interaction was so funny if you ask me, but this frame where the large speakerman does his pose has so much going on. We can see the cameraman drinking the soda looking at the large speakerman in a cool way, but what the hell is he drinking? Can cameras even drink? Maybe I should make an analysis on whether they can drink, oh Mao. We also see cameraman on upper floors and on the street checking out for threats, but everyone else is too relaxed. We see a cameraman and a speakerman talking next to the palm tree, and they seem to have no care as well, but this is perfectly normal. Think about it, ever since episode 50, they've been on a win streak against the SKIBIDI toilets, and after they cured the infected Titan speakerman. Everything just became so good for them, but this will be a big lesson for the Alliance, for them to never let down their guard ever again because of what's about to happen. This episode is probably the start of a winning streak for the SKIBIDI toilets and them pushing hard on the Alliance with the comeback of scientist SKIBIDI Toilet. Now that both the Titans have opponents, it seems like the sides are more balanced. Seconds later, we see and hear a huge explosion with the same teleportation black smoke as TV Man, and a cameraman starts running away from a fleet of SKIBIDI toilets. Right after this, the camera pans to the sky, and we see 3 helicopter SKIBIDI toilets with rockets flying towards the Alliance members. But this is just the beginning, because right at this moment, a big black smoke starts appearing slowly with loud sounds. We see a claw hit the ground, and it's none other than the scientist SKIBIDI Toilet who came back in episode 60. It seems like he and G-Man are going to take the matters into their own hands after this point, but I'll get to that later in the video. As soon as the scientist SKIBIDI Toilet comes onto the screen, he starts saying something, but it's not clear what it is. I tried reversing the clip and listening to what it says, but because of all the other sound effects, it's very hard to hear what he is saying. Listen to it yourself. First, the normal version after, reversed. I even went out of my way and enhanced the audio and cleaned it up to see if I can hear anything different. And when I did do this and reverse the audio, it sounded like a weird, evil laugh, but I'm still not sure. If you have any opinions on what he says, let me know in the comments. Anyways, right after this moment, he uses the speakers he stole from Cinema Man to hurt the cameraman and speakerman in the vicinity, and we see the strangest part of this episode. The POV cameraman is clearly being hurt and damaged by the sound waves, as we can see from the glitched screen, but he turns his back after falling down and he sees headphones just there next to him, on the ground. First of all, this is not a place where some random headphones would appear, and I think we can all agree on this. We also see someone mysterious behind the headphones who is still standing. Do you think there is even one person who can stand while the sound waves are going on with that regular size? There is just one person who is capable of doing this, and we all know that it's the secret agent. I really do believe that those are the feet of the secret agent, and I think you'll think the same as well. But the real question is, why is he helping the cameraman? Is he really allied with the Alliance and always watching there to help? Or is he simply helping for the show to go on and for us viewers to see what's going on? Right after the cameraman takes the headphones, we see other cameraman falling down and dying from the sound waves, which was the other frame that was leaked today, and the secret agent just disappears and we don't get to see him. But before we get to what happens after, I really want to know what the secret agent is capable of and what his motives are. Isn't it weird that he has been just standing back all this time, doing nothing but watching everything, and he just decided to step in randomly to just help one single cameraman who we don't know anything about and which is going to be killed at the end of the episode? Is he just going around and doing some random stuff? Or does he really have real motives is the real question. If you ask me, the reason why he helped a cameraman that was supposed to die and who regardless dies is for the footage. There are 2 aspects to this. First one is the fact that the Titans could be watching what's going on just like at the end of episode 60, and the secret agent is actually allied with the Alliance and is helping them from behind the scenes without meddling in too much. This is very likely, but it still doesn't make sense to me because if he is going to help, why not actually help? He also doesn't get seen again and is basically hidden from the view of cameraman because of the sound waves. The other option is that he knows the existence of our universe and is doing it for the viewers to see what is going to happen, and knows that him saving the cameraman won't affect the timeline since he is going to die anyway. There are some serious stuff to talk about the secret agent, and I'll most likely make a new video about him soon. And this is not all. As you know, we still have a lot more to talk about in this episode because of the return of the mutant SKIBIDI Toilet and his new friend and G-Man SKIBIDI Toilet, so let's continue. Right after the POV cameraman looks up to the sky, we see the G-Man SKIBIDI toilet destroying the city with his lasers, and he is wearing the headphones again, most likely to protect himself against scientist SKIBIDI toilet speaker. But if you zoom in when we see him, it seems like there is something wrong with his eyes. I have no idea if this is a rendering glitch or something else, but his eyes don't look normal like before. If this is not a glitch, he may be getting some new eyes, and maybe he is preparing to have a surgery to get eyes like the mechanical eye the scientist SKIBIDI toilet has. After G-Man SKIBIDI toilet disappears from the screen continuing his rampage, a new SKIBIDI toilet plane with nukes shows up to destroy the city even more, with a Strider SKIBIDI toilet showing up to kill us, and it seems like the Strider toilet has headphones to protect himself as well. All the SKIBIDI toilets in this episode came in very prepared, and it's clear that this attack was planned out. This shows us how much the SKIBIDI toilets are improving when it comes to intelligence and how they act. They are not moving randomly anymore, and right after we see other SKIBIDI toilets marching towards us, we turn our back and see the scientist SKIBIDI toilet going to his right, while the camera planes are flying up to escape this place. But they don't stand a chance because they get shot and explode seconds later. This leads us to look down again and see the mutant SKIBIDI toilet back in business. And before we continue on with the ending of the episode, look at the surroundings of this place. It started looking like New York from episode 51. Everything is burning and destroyed. After we see the mutant toilet, he is holding a cameraman, and he literally snaps the dead cameraman in half, walking towards us slowly, but this time we don't get killed by him. But instead we get to see a new mutant SKIBIDI toilet who has the body of a large cameraman instead of a large speaker man with a buzzsaw on his right hand, smiling crazy just like the other mutant SKIBIDI toilet right before he kills the POV cameraman. This episode was honestly crazy with all the lore and action that happened. If you enjoyed the analysis, make sure to like and subscribe to not miss the upcoming videos, and make sure to join my Discord server if you want to be updated on the upcoming SKIBIDI toilet episodes, because we share the leaks instantly after they are released.